Hi, I'm Sarah Dock. I am an intuitive spiritual coach and energy healer. I wanted to come to you today to talk about how I start my readings and set up after I've done my grounding exercises. Right now I'm using Palo Santo. It removes the negative energy from the space, from the cards, from me. Just give it a quick light, blow it out, and then cleanse the space, cleanse the cards, cleanse my hands, and then we get the cards. This is the Gilded Tarot deck. It's my new deck. I like this deck because I love the pictures on it, but mainly because it's so easy to shuffle as well. So I start usually by shuffling that way. I know some people don't like doing that. The cards, I've never been able to do this until recently, so I quite like this way of shuffling because to me it gets all the cards mixed up a bit better than I would normally. It just takes a bit of practice, I think, and I'm still learning. If you're not sure how to do that, this is completely fine. You don't have to do it that way. You could also hold the cards like that and shuffle that way. I prefer doing it sideways and shuffling like that. And then, when I'm drawing, sometimes I will continue to draw. I will say I will ask my question and like say, for instance, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, all guardians of the light, can I please have a card for me today, please? Can I please have a card for me today? What do I need to know? And then I will just shuffle until one pops out or flips. I could have taken the Empress card at the beginning if I wanted to, if I felt like that was the one. That one sticks up, so that was my card for today. See, the Magician. Or you could continue doing that until you felt the need to stop, and then you could stop and then draw the ones off the top that you needed. If that's not the way that you want to do it, we could also spread the cards out. You can either do it across the desk or in your hand, and just move your hand slowly across the deck. I'll move it across the deck until I feel like I've got one, until I've got the right one, and then I'll pull the card of the day. Oh, I've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm drawing good cards today, see? And yeah, and I sort of feel it, and it depends on, like, maybe you might get temperature changes in your hands, or I get like a warm feeling and a tingling feeling in my hand, and then I'll across the cards, and then I'll my eyes will draw on one, and I think I'll know that's the right card. So that is the way I shuffle cards. That is the way I shuffle cards. You could also like do your shuffling like you would normally, whichever way that is, just to get them mixed up. And then when you feel it's right, you could split them into 3 different piles, and then you could do the same with your hand and see which one you need to do first. Like that. And then you've got the cards you've got the cards to draw from at the top. So it really depends on, it depends on you, about how you feel, about what's the best way for you. Generally, most of the time I will casino shuffle them, or whatever you call it, like that to start with, and then I'll use the jumping cards for the readings. Occasionally I will spread them out in my hand like that, and do what I've showed you that way, if I feel like that's the right way. It all depends on how I feel it's right, and then that's the way I will draw the cards. So if I'm drawing, like I say, if I'm drawing a few from different decks, I will spread it, do each card and shuffle them all the same way and choose them all the same way, so I know, and flip them over. So if I'm putting them flat on the desk, I will flip them over the same way. So if they're flat on the desk, if it's flat on the desk like that, I will flip them all over that way. That's all the way I do it. Some people will flip them over that way, but just make sure you're consistent with how you're flipping every card over. We don't want, like, if we've got 2 cards on the desk, we don't want to be flipping one that way and then one that way, you see, because then you're flipping them over differently, and it will change the way the cards can be read. Some will end up upside down and some aren't. I personally don't read upside down cards unless I know that the cards haven't been mixed up. Mine are all different ways. Right now mine are all different ways because of how I've just shuffled. But I've lost my train of thought. It all depends on you and how you feel. If you feel like reading upside down cards, you can do. I do sometimes read reverse cards. Like, say, if I feel that is definitely the right way to read it, I will read it that way. And I generally read the cards intuitively rather than reading from what the book says. That's just the way I prefer to read the cards. But everybody's different, so it all comes down to your personal reading style and how you read cards. So I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. I hope you have the most amazing day. Bye.